on this one way or the other, and I know I'd like to hear you guys tell yours right now, and that is, with you, Chris, starting, what are your views on affirmative action, specifically regarding admission to college, and does it ultimately help or hurt race relations here at JMU?
I think if exposure is a means of easing racial tension, then affirmative action is, I think it is working. I mean, it helps to ease tension due to the fact that without affirmative action, the blacks that we have possibly wouldn't be on this campus. We wouldn't have the racial mix that we do. You know.
Okay. Do you think so you think it does definitely help race relations?
I think it helps to a degree, and then it hurts also, possibly due to the fact that white Americans, young Americans tend to resent this. They say, okay, I had no part in slavery, why do I have to pay for it? And I think white Americans do have to pay for it because they're benefiting from it. Possibly they weren't enslaving the people, but they're benefiting from the system still.
Okay. Vanessa, what are your views on affirmative action?
Well, my views on affirmative action is it's a program that has to stay, but there are obviously some wrinkles in it that have to be ironed out, wrinkles where there are individuals who feel like because of so-called special privileges that are being given to minorities that they're being hurt. But I tend to look at affirmative action from a personal view where someone once said to me that in order for someone to be treated equally, fairly, it doesn't mean that they will always be treated equally. Sometimes they'll have special treatment. Mm-hmm. And the way I look at it is analogy that was put to me was just if you have two students, let's say, and one has a difficult time reading, has dyslexia or something like that, you're going to have to spend a little extra time with that individual, perhaps invest a little bit more money in that individual so that he can eventually be put on the same level when they both decide to enter college. So it's true you're going to have to spend a little bit more time or money on one student, and you may have to sacrifice giving some things to the other. Sure. But it's just so that in the long run, they're both on an equal stand.
Okay. Marcos, affirmative action.
Stephan, I'm a minority.
Right.
And I have to say that it's an insult to me that I would ever be considered above anyone else who is more qualified for any position or admission to something simply because of my race, because, you know, my skin color. I think, you know, you have to believe in individual merit and success to be truly successful. Affirmative action is you know, handing things out, and people are, you know, it's just you're taking things left and right, admissions, promotions, and they're not really earning them so much. We're being judged as representatives of a race rather than as individuals, regardless of color.
I don't mean to interrupt you, but I think that's a common misconception that people are being given things, and that's generally not the case. And affirmative action affects not only blacks, it affects handicapped people, women, old people, you know. And what it does, it just allows these people to enter into these workplaces, enter into these schools where they were previously excluded, giving them the opportunity. And when you say we're all individuals and should be responded to on our own merit, I mean, how can you possibly believe that? You weren't just plopped down here. You grew up in a certain environment. There were certain forces playing upon you. Well, certain forces which possibly, how can you possibly say that possibly an Anglo-American or anybody from a privileged neighborhood, a private school, can possibly be compared to someone from inner city who had to fight to go to school, struggle to get his education? How can you compare the two?
The affirmative action program, when it was originally started, was meant to interest any minority to join a recruitment program whereby they then entered a pool of applicants. Now, from there, colorblind decisions were made on all those applicants. But now, what we have is a program where everything is based on a color from ground one and goes, you know, all the way through.
Sure. Okay, we're going to talk more about affirmative action when we come back. We're going to do a commercial. We're also going to talk to some more students right now. But do join us in just a couple minutes. We're going to finish up on this great topic. Thank you so much.
I have a lot of white friends and I have a lot of black friends, but it's hard to get those two together because they're in so much different level and they don't understand each other.
People who have things in common do things together. They sit together and stuff like that. So fraternities, black fraternities, white fraternities, they sit together and do stuff. I mean, I have a lot of black friends. I don't separate myself from them.
I'm a freshman here, and I haven't had any experiences racism at all, so I don't think racism is a problem here.
I don't think anyone's doing anything on purpose, although I must say I haven't seen a lot of interracially mixed tables at lunch at D Hall. I can't tell, I don't think you can really lay the blame on anyone for that. It's just the way it is right now.
I think that a few isolated incidents have sparked some controversy about it that should be brought to light throughout the campus, and people should be made more aware of the problem. But overall, I like to believe that it's not as large a problem as some may think.
My dad shared with me a project that his Rotary Club and all the Rotary Clubs are undertaking to wipe out polio. Rotary is providing all the necessary vaccine to end this crippling disease. I'm really behind it because my dad was a victim of polio.
Thanks, Mark. The Rotarians in your area would really appreciate your help.
Water is our most precious resource. Use it wisely. A public service message from the American Water Works Association, where safe drinking water is our business.
Charles Bronson isn't happy.
Sure takes guts to vandalize parks or beat up on trees. But that's what some jerks are doing to our public lands. Only the land can't fight back. But we can. We can save our lands, you and me. Let's face it, someone who gets his kicks punching out flowers shouldn't be too much of a match for us.
Write Take Pride in America. Post Office Box 1339, Jessup, Maryland 20794.
We're back. Right now we're going to take a side trip from racism to pizza, but we're going to get back to our panelists in just a minute. Last week, Midweek hosted a pizza challenge featuring 5 local pizza establishments. And right now we'd like to show you a profile of the participants.
Luigi's Pizza on South High Street is a sit-down or carry-out pizzeria which doubles as a sub shop. They prepare their own dough early each morning. They also mix their own special pizza sauce. In addition to something to eat, Luigi's offers something to see as the dough is hand-spun right in the restaurant. In keeping with Harrisonburg's college atmosphere, Luigi's is staffed almost entirely by college students. When you come to Luigi's, you'll be sure to get a great meal, but you might also want to pick up a t-shirt on your way out. Little Caesars Pizza is located in the Spotswood Valley Shopping Center across from Valley Mall. Little Caesars is the area's sole carry-out only establishment. They feature a daily buy one, get one free special on all of their pizzas, as well as other items. They also offer an assortment of carry-out salads. Another feature is their original Crazy Bread. Using 100% natural ingredients, Little Caesars tries to deliver more pizza for the dollar. Ciro's Pizza, located on East Market Street, offers a taste of the old country. Ciro's is a family affair in the old world tradition. They feature 2 types of pizza, the Neapolitan and the traditional Sicilian style. Ciro's makes their dough fresh each day and uses only the freshest ingredients. The pizzas are hand-spun right in the store. Ciro's also features a variety of other foods, including subs and sandwiches. Ciro's, pizza made from the heart. 4-Star Pizza, located on North Main Street, is one of Harrisonburg's delivery-only establishments. Their central location allows them to offer a wide delivery area combined with speedy service. 4-Star delivers 12-inch subs in addition to their pizza service. All of their items are prepared in the store to ensure freshness upon delivery. Feeling hungry? Call 4-Star for their special double deal. 4-Star delivers doubles, 2 4-Star pizzas for 1 special low price. The best pizza in town. That's the claim of Mr. Gaddy's Pizza, located in the Cloverleaf Shopping Center. Mr. Gaddy's provides sit-down comfort combined with the convenience of home delivery. One of their most popular features is their all-you-can-eat pizza buffet. Offered for lunch and dinner, The pizza bar includes the new Dutch apple treat, a Mr. Gatti's original. All of their pizzas are made right in the store using Gatti's special recipe, which makes their pizzas a little spicier than the average. For lunch or dinner, you gotta get a Gatti's.
Our host, Bob Alata, brought in 6 JMU students to serve as our panel of judges. The panel consisted of JMU basketball star Anthony Cooley, Carrie Hargraves, Sigma Kappa president, Steve Kurtz from the ROTC, Eric Goldstein, the drummer for the popular band Tweed Sneakers, Tracy Humphrey, our student government president, and Art Grace, a rugby player. Our Pizza Challenge winner was Mr. Gatti's. We'd like to thank the participants and the members of our panel of judges for being a part of our show. Now, we'd like to finish and give you a chance pretty much to say whatever you feel on the topic of affirmative action and racism here at JMU. You will have a minute apiece, and I want to ask you also to include in your answer your idea of the Ku Klux Klan marching in Stanton on October 15th, and if you think that that is says something good about our Constitution, or if it smacks and it actually talks about racism and it says it's something bad. Chris.
To start off with, I guess I'll address the KKK question. I saw them down in Stanton and Waynesboro back in '87, and I guess I'm in favor of their right to march and present their ideas. But, and definitely my group will be down there in opposition to them. But when viewing the KKK and other groups such as this that are blatant, open racist, I mean, it's important for us to understand that we have nothing to fear from those groups as much as we do from the people that will smile in your face, shake your hand, and still think racist thoughts. The guy behind the desk at the job interview who'll look over your application and deny you for no other reason than your race. And we're lying to ourselves if we think this doesn't happen.
All right. Thanks for being on the show, Chris.
No, thank you. Vanessa, in closing.
Together themselves will not represent Together going down, but Together will take the stand as, since there are people who are going to go, we really would like to prepare people before they go. So we will have some kind of meeting beforehand to prepare people before they go so that they realize what they're going to face and how to emotionally prepare themselves and what they should and shouldn't do while they're down there. As far as a reflection of the Constitution, it is their right, and I'm proud that they have that right, but just as much as they have that right, we have not only the right and then the obligation, as far as by the Constitution, to make sure that people have another choice and realize that although that they have a right to express that opinion, the rights of freedom, liberty, and individual happiness is our obligation to make sure that everybody else has those same freedoms. So.
Thank you very much, Vanessa. Thank you very much. Marcos?
What can you say about the Klan? When you have something like this, I like to hope that people aren't going to think this is, some big Southern tradition, that this isn't representative of us. We will be down there. I understand that the Stanton Police Department is not issuing out any more permits to organize, but we will go down there unofficially and see what we can do against them. So.
Well, that sounds great. All of you, I appreciate for being on this show, and one way that I'm sure that we can combat race relations is for us to come together in groups like Together or anywhere on campus in student organizations, just by working, blacks and whites working together, whether it be in the student government or in Together or any other group. I think it's a definite great idea. Definitely. And I thank you so much. We will be back next week, and I appreciate you joining us. Please join us each and every week. Thanks for being a part of our show.